and Mona Vanderwaal have been best friends since childhood. That was until the popular Alison de Laurentiis decided that Hanna would join her posse, and Mona was doomed to loserdom forever. Conflicted, Hanna chose a life of popularity and abandoned Mona to fester in her solitude and bitterness. After Alison disappeared, the two reconnected and reinvented themselves together as the new Rosewood It Girls. Hanna had no idea that Mona was living a double life, harboring data and collecting secrets like Infinity Stones. The pair has such a complex dynamic that is explored throughout all 7 seasons of Pretty Little Liars. We can't unpack all of that without acknowledging the evolution of these characters and how it impacted their journey. Let's chat about the Hanna Mona duo and all the times they've made us want to scream. Hello, if you are new here, my name is Nathania Ray, also known as Scream Chat here on YouTube. Welcome to my humble little corner of the internet where we chat about all the things that make us scream, either through frustration or of fear. If you are not new here, welcome back. Either way though, please don't forget to like this video if it caught your attention, comment down below to engage in the conversation, and subscribe for more content like this. I just wanted to plug in here and say a special thank you to everyone that has been tuning in, sharing my videos, commenting on my videos, liking my videos, everyone who has subscribed so far. We are at 112 subscribers with only 3 videos on this channel, and thanks. I've been having so much fun talking to you guys in the comments, so I just really wanted to say thank you again for all of those of you who have been active on my channel thus far, responding in the polls and everything. It's been so nice chatting with you guys, and yeah, thanks. Miss Big and Bad Alison de Laurentiis had nicknames for everyone, including Hefty Hanna, whom she technically considered a friend. Mona was labeled a loser, deemed a dweeb with no friends and a desperate need to be seen as worthy of them. Hanna ate all of her trauma after her father left, and with the guidance of Alison, developed an eating disorder to manage her weight and maintain her popularity. I just want to take a moment to note that this is absurd. I know that this was airing in the 2010s, so the way that they talked about a lot of these complicated topics on PLL were bad. I'm just gonna say it outright bad. Even in the books, her eating disorder is treated more like a gag, like a joke kind of, and it's really insensitive. But I do just want to take this time to say, please, if you are someone who is struggling with your weight and are in risk of developing an eating disorder, please talk to a healthcare professional about it, or your parents, somebody on your support team. On the screen is going to be a number that you can call if you are struggling with this and you need extra support. Anyway, these two girls needed one another but still stayed on their respective sides of the teen social hierarchy. They were both too scared of the backlash that Alison would bring down on them. The control that Alison had over each of them festered their resentment for the queen bee, and that resentment manifested in completely different ways for each of the girls. Thus, the birth of A. The Halloween before Alison went missing, Mona decided that she was going to do something about Alison. Maybe she couldn't be popular, but she could make Alison regret that she was. Mona started sending her bully mysterious notes and death threats. The more fear she could invoke from Alison, the more addictive it became. For Mona, it was like a game. A game only she could win. An upper hand over the girl who made her a loser to all. Fuming and desperate to end Alison's torment for good, Mona found her way into the De Laurentiis' backyard with a shovel in hand. Seeing Bethany parading into the house, thinking it was Alison, all the torture that she had endured from Alison over the years flashed before the girl's eyes, and she swung. I'm just here to say I support a woman's rights and wrongs. But with the blonde hair and the yellow top as confirmation, Mona fled the scene of the crime, convinced that she had killed her lifelong bully, not realizing that it was really Bethany Young that she had knocked over the head. Didn't even take her out though. Melissa had to finish the job later on, but whatever, it's fine. And we talked about this on the Mona Vanderwaal video. If you haven't checked that out, I highly recommend that you check that video out. I am very proud of it. I love talking about Mona in general from PLL. She is my favorite character in the entire PLL verse. So check out that video if you haven't already. So when Mona was driving home and found Alison walking down the road, clearly in shock, clearly having been buried alive and just traumatized, I'm not even mad at Mona for convincing Alison to get the hell out of town. I'm honestly quite proud of her. The way she finagled Alison De Laurentiis in this moment, I cannot help but be so proud of Mona. But what I felt like was so messed up about what Mona did here was the way she played it off with Hanna. This girl had Hanna playing Ouija board. That's what it's called, right? The little spirit board that you use to talk to the people beyond the grave or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She used that thing to tell Hanna that Alison was alive, basically just to screw with Hanna. And Hanna was so convinced, oh my gosh, Alison is alive. This is big news. This is big news. And Hanna was so convinced by the stunt that Mona pulled that she contacted Mrs. De Laurentiis. And that's why Mr. De Laurentiis cussed Hanna out on Oh my gosh. Mona was truly such a menace to Hanna. Jeez. Mona had retired her A shenanigans when Alison left town, but everything changed about a year later. Mona was on a discount. She was stealing from the mall with Hanna when she spotted Spencer Hastings, and instead of ignoring her, which is what I'm sure Mona would have preferred Hanna did, she walked right up to Spencer. They spoke. She even gave her advice, fashion advice on what to wear to meet Melissa's new boyfriend, Ren, or fiance. And it's so easy to forget that Mona was probably off screen somewhere, kicking the air watching this happen, because Mona is extremely insecure when it comes to Hanna and their friendship. She didn't like Hanna interacting with any of the other liars. So seeing this and seeing them interact so friendly must have pissed her off. And we don't really think about this because we don't see Mona's reaction on screen. Now, mall trip aside, school starts and Aria has returned from Iceland. It's only the first day of school and she'd already caught Hanna's and everyone else's attention with this whole holy crap fiasco from Fitz.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that bullshit. But Mona could not let everything that she worked for with Hanna just slip right through her fingers. She had to do something. And I think this is why she really started targeting the girls, mostly from insecurity and jealousy. Now, it was only a matter of time before she got caught. And in the season 2 finale, Unmasked, Mona was admitted into the Radley sanitarium. And that was probably the worst thing that could have happened for her recovery. She met Cece Drake there, who was able to pose as Alison due to the drugs they were forcing Mona to take. Then Cece appointed herself Mona's silent partner, and after the lodge fire took over the game entirely. But the one person who was there the entire time, visiting Mona and praying for her recovery, despite everything that happened, was Hanna. Post the lodge fire in the season 3 finale, A Dangerous Game, Mona was determined to find out Big A's identity. It wasn't just about taking back her power, but also redeeming herself with Hanna and the other liars. She was desperate to be liked by these girls. I think a huge part of that is her acknowledging that Hanna and the other liars were bonded for life, and she just wanted to be a part of that. She wanted it too. She was desperate for it. Thus came a plan to trap Big A. Mona was going to fake her own death, get Alison arrested, and prove herself as a trusted ally. But in order to do that, Mona collected her blood so that she could use it to fake a crime scene and be declared dead. This is what causes Mona to faint in season 5, episode 10. This plan of hers, her attempt at redemption, is what got her kidnapped. And I think a lot of people forget that Mona was in the dollhouse for months. 6 months she was in the dollhouse. The liars were only there for a little over 1 month, and Mona went through all of that just to go right back to being shunned by the girls when they left the dollhouse. And I'm not saying that they needed to fully forgive Mona for all the things that she did in seasons 1 and 2, but I do feel like after the dollhouse there should have been like an understanding at least that they had with Mona. Like, you know, I know that you do some shady shit, but I know at the end of the day you're not in a place where you're trying to hurt me anymore. You're just trying to, I wouldn't even say get some form of justice, because was Mona really looking for justice? She is just a vengeance type of girly, you know? But I just feel like there should have been some kind of understanding with the girls, even if there was like a therapy session with Dr. Oh my gosh, I just thought about that. Imagine if we had a therapy session with all 4 of the liars and Mona. Talk about a special episode. I mentioned that in I think it was the Mona episode that I had mentioned wishing that the girls had their own special episodes like Euphoria style with Dr. Sullivan, and each of them got to talk about all the trauma that they'd experienced throughout the show. But Mona with the girls in therapy, oh, that would have been so good. Please, can I get a fanfic out there or something? Because I'm not gonna write that, but that would have been so good. Hanna and Mona's friendship is one of the most captivating dynamics in all of Pretty Little Liars. Their journey is full of nuance, and I've enjoyed taking a step back to analyze it more deeply. And in hindsight, I don't really think that either of these girls were good for one another. Hanna felt indebted to Mona and in a way responsible for her mental health, especially post season 2 reveal, while Mona envied Hanna and would race to her A persona if Hanna didn't do whatever Mona wanted her to do in that moment. Like, I remember Mona had expected Hanna to skip school one day. I think it was like in preparation for her birthday, and Hanna was like, my mom literally just said I can't skip school. What's your problem? Like, I can't skip. And Mona got so pissed off. Then Hanna is literally in the principal's office. I think she was talking to Wilden with the other girls, and Mona texted her like, I'm cutting you off. I'm so tired of you. Girl, like, talk about codependency. It was so unhealthy the way Mona relied on Hanna for everything. And if she wasn't there to be that for her, Mona would retaliate. The same thing with Caleb. Mona was serial dating the goddamn lacrosse team, and Hanna had a steady boyfriend. She first had Sean, and then she had Caleb. And Mona could not stand that. Do y'all remember when Mona convinced Hanna and the other liars that she needed to make out with Caleb in order to see if Melissa was A? Like, Mona was so ridiculous. I just she was a mess. And I don't think that those girls truly needed to be friends. If Mona had moved on and gotten popular without Hanna, or if Hanna had cut the ripcord once Mona got sent away to Radley, I think they would have been better off. There was one point where they were gonna send Mona away to another facility. Maybe if Hanna had let that happen and Mona maybe got out and got sent to another school or her family moved somewhere different, I truly feel like the liars would have all been, everyone, Mona and Hanna would have been better off if they had stopped being friends. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you feel like Mona and Hanna's friendship was ever truly real? I would love to know you guys' thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, you would love the one up on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Pretty Little Liars deep dives. We're also going to be moving into some Scream videos. So the next video that I upload on my channel will be me completely rewriting the movie Scream 3. We're going to do 4, 5, 6, and 7, which is not my favorite Scream movie of the bunch, but I can't wait. And if you guys are excited for that, then make sure you thumbs up this video, comment to engage in the conversation, and subscribe for more. Bye guys!